so we might die in one hit. Hi and welcome back everyone. Welcome back to a new Black Desert mobile video. And today we'll be taking a look at the upcoming Mystic class that will be coming soon next week on the global version. Right, so I'll be sharing my thoughts on whether you should change to this new Mystic class. Okay, but do remember that this will only be my personal thoughts and opinions, right? So you can choose to agree or disagree, right? So without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we all know that the Mystic class is essentially the female version of the Striker or Grandmaster, right? Okay, so there are some things that the Mystic class used to do better. Okay, but that was, or rather that has been changed with the recent Grandmaster buffs, right? Let's take a look at her skills. Okay, so if you are considering changing to the Mystic class, I'm assuming you are coming from a PvP perspective, right? So before we even start on her PvP skills, or rather the PvP, or rather the skills that I use for PvP with Mystic, okay, the Mystic class, I would say, in terms of PvP, right, as compared to the Striker, right, is somewhat similar but not as good. Okay, straight out. Okay, I'm just gonna straight out say it, not as good as compared to the Grandmaster because of the Grandmaster's recent buff. And here are some of the reasons why. Alright, first up, the bread and butter of the Grandmaster and the Mystic knee hammer. So this is essentially the Mystic's version of the Grandmaster's knee hammer. Same thing here, right? Super armor, iframe, yeah. So same thing. If I show it to you here on a field, right? Once we get it to level 2, right? Same thing, right? If you press and hold it onto it, right? You can also linger. Same thing, yeah. It's the same thing, right? Exactly the same thing, right? Okay, moving on. Okay, but you might notice that, okay, for the Mystic though, this is one of the protected skills in the arena. Okay, the second obviously is her grab, alright, super armor. And lastly, which is this jumping skill. Okay, so these are 3 of her protected skills in the arena. Okay, so notice that there's no equivalent, right, of the Grandmaster's shoulder thrust, right, which is one of the Grandmaster's best skills, right, in terms of using it as a forward guard in the arena and using it as a fully protected skill for PvP out of the arena. So that includes Remnants, that includes mass PvP, right, Node War, Siege War, guild versus guild fights, yeah. Okay, so of course you might be wondering, how does she fare in the arena, right? So before we jump into the arena, okay, so if you notice her skills, right? Okay, so this is stays. This is, okay, this lets your opponent kiss the floor. Right, this does not do any CC. Okay, unless you hold on to it, right? Or you turn this on. Right, same thing. Okay, this is days as well. Okay, the knee hammer does stun, obviously. Okay, your opponent kisses the floor, same as grab. Alright. So you notice that her combo seems quite similar to Grandmaster. Okay, but I'm sure some of you will be curious as to how she plays in the arena. Right, so without further ado, let's jump right into that. Alright, seems like it takes forever to find a player, maybe because of our character's low CP. because of the current time. Okay, so we start with a bot, yeah. Linger, this, knock down, grab, and some damage again. And GG, well played. Right, so as you can see, the Mystics skills animations are quite cool and fancy with all the dragons and whatnot, yeah. Alright, so we haven't had much luck finding anyone on the normal arena, so we're gonna try rank arena now. Despite the super huge CP difference. Yeah, as you can see the damage I'm receiving. So we might die in one hit. And GG, well played. Wow, that was dangerously close. Yeah. Alright, so for now, okay, it's quite tough to find matches. Okay, so we might do another arena shots video for Mystic. Okay, but for now, in conclusion, right, if you want to change to Mystic, right, I would say go for it, right? Change to Mystic if you like fancy skill animations with all the dragons and whatnot, and if you really like female characters or female classes, okay. But do note that as compared to the Grandmaster, right, the Grandmaster is much better at mass PvP, right, obviously, yeah, and in most aspects, maybe not the fancy skill animations, and maybe you do not like male characters, right? So those are some of the reasons why you might want to go for the Mystic, right? It's up to you, right? Ultimately, you decide, right? So share your comments below, right? Let everyone know what you think of this Mystic overview, maybe even as compared to the Grandmaster. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you have not already done so. And as always, stay awesome and stay safe, and do remember to look forward to our next upcoming BDM video. Cheers, man.